All right. Two pill. Another two pill, Fatboy 2879C. This one is for Matt in Abilene. He actually paid me up front for this, I think about a week or two ago. And I've had some people doing that, paying me up front because I order these, in bulk. But there's no guarantee that you're going to get one unless you pay me up front because basically first come, first serve. If I get a text message and someone says, "Hey, do you have any two pills?" and I say, "Yeah, I'm going to have one tomorrow," they go ahead and pay me, then that's who ends up getting it. But if you do want an amp and you want to reserve it for the next order that comes in, you can do that. I don't necessarily want paid in full, but this guy did pay me in full, and he was patient, and his amp is now here. So this is for Matt. Going to box this thing up and ship it out tomorrow. And I've got one more of these that's pending sale to a local, and I'll probably hook a different radio up and test it just so we're not looking at the same radio over and over, and nobody can say that I only test with one radio, because there's some guys out there that do that. But we'll use different radios just to switch it up. Two pill 2879C, 14.5 volts. We're undervolting it. It really needs about 15 volts, but if we ran 15 volts, I wouldn't feel as comfortable with the regular HGs. So that being said, we run 14.5 volts on everything. This radio is doing about 35 watts peak, 10 watts bird, something like that, in that ballpark. Probably about the same as the one that we hooked up earlier, the 76. They're probably in the same ballpark. The 76 may do a little bit more PEP, but here we go. Keying up, unkeying, no sticking relays or anything like that. 1,000 watt slug. We're looking at the bottom scale. We're on average power first. Show you're right. Audio. So this one doing about 140. The last one did about 120, I believe, somewhere in that ballpark. My rule of thumb is, as long as they do 100 watts average, that's 50 watts per transistor, they're good. Anything over that is kind of a bonus. It's going to depend on the gain of the transistor. I've seen some of these do 150 watts average. I've seen some of them do 100 watts average. This one's doing about 140. The one earlier did about 125. Let's see what it's doing. PEP, peak. Audio. And see, they're showing about the same peak. So PEP output on these two amps is about the same. This one is doing just a little bit more average than the last one did. Audio test. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Audio test. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Audio test. This one's doing 400 peak. I think the other one was doing 400 peak or thereabout. I don't exactly remember. I think it's doing 390, 400, but that's it. Two pill 2879C. Again, output can vary on these a little bit. It's all about the gain and stuff of the transistors. So like I said, if they're doing 350 peak, 100 watts average, I'd probably call it good myself. But I have seen some of these get up and do 150 watts average, 130 watts average, and do 400 PEP like this one is doing. They're all going to be somewhere in that ballpark. But this one's running really good. I'd say this is a pretty hot little amp. Not the hottest I've seen come through, but it's right there at the top. So I think he'll be real happy with this one. I mean, heck, what can you say? Driving it with a single final PC66, not wound out of the frame or anything, and it's doing 10 times what you're putting into it, over 10 times. So I don't think you can complain too much about that. About 12 or 13 times what you're putting into it, actually. But there you go, Matt. This one's yours. I think I sent you a picture of one earlier. It may have been this one, may have not been this one, but anyway, this is it. boxing it up for you. It is A-OK and good to go. Fatboy 2-pill 2879C. Questions, comments, complaints, let me know. Rooster in Tennessee. See you, bye.